If you're looking to fix your life, whether that be fixing your bad mental health or getting some more confidence, there's only one real way that I found you can actually do it. And it's what I've used to help many men over the last 3 years help improve their lives. And it's what I use to improve my own life. So I know for a fact it'll work for you. Of course, Isa is here to save you. So around 2021, I had my big final exams that finally finished, and I got permission from my parents to get a gym membership. I was so excited. I was going with my friends every single day. I started to finally gain size, started to get a little stronger every single day, and I felt really proud of the progress I was making. And plus, it was so fun going to the gym, having an excuse to just meet up with your friends every single day. But I never really gained the confidence that I was after. That's why I joined the gym in the first place, to gain some confidence. Everyone online was telling me that if you want to get confidence, that's the number one tip everyone told me. If you want to get confidence, join the gym. But I never got there. I always felt really fragile inside secretly because I look big, right? I'm not exactly a short guy. I'm 6'5". I looked intimidating, but I felt really fragile inside. Kind of like a glass cannon, if you've ever heard that term. Kind of like a cannon, which is like a weapon of war. A cannon, but it's made of glass. So it can deal a lot of damage, but it's also very fragile at the same time. That's exactly how I felt. But the most interesting part was, I knew exactly what I had to do to fix this. I knew I had to start playing sports. I needed to join some sort of sports. My own mind was telling me that, yeah, this is what you have to do. Even though it was uncomfortable, it was kind of scary, to be honest. I never really played sports growing up, more of a video gamer, sitting on my laptop, literally playing thousands of hours of video games over the course of a couple years. But I had to change that. And I finally started playing sports, and that's when I finally gained the confidence that I so desperately wanted. And that's what I want to teach you. It's that I can sit here giving you so many tidbits, so many pieces of advice, tell you to journal, meditate, sleep properly, eat properly, hit the gym, join a sport, whatever the case may be. I could tell you so many things to do to fix your life. But the best piece of advice that you can follow is the one your own mind tells you, and that you secretly never follow. You push it to the back because you're too scared to follow through it. Your friends, your family, me, no one knows you better than you know you. So why don't you follow your own advice? You are acting like you ever have those friends, or you met someone maybe who gives amazing relationship advice, but they're single. And if they followed their own advice, they'd probably get married. That's how you act right now. You give amazing advice to everyone else without following it yourself. You have that one thing, don't you? I know you do. That one thing that your brain keeps on telling you, I should do that someday. I have to do this to progress to the next level. And you always push it to the back of your mind. I'll do it next day, tomorrow. Too busy today. Got assignments to do today. Whether that be uploading a YouTube video, whether that be applying for a job, joining a gym, here joining a MMA gym or some sort of sport team. There's that one thing that you know you should be doing and you're not doing it. And look, what are we trying to do here? We're trying to improve our lives, right? That's kind of like the goal. We want to improve our life until we live our dream life, right? So we gotta get down to do this. We gotta do this as quickly as possible. This thing that you're fearing, this thing that you're pushing away, avoiding, you gotta do this as quickly as possible. If we don't do this as quickly as possible, we only delay the next step of our life, the next level of our life. So then why aren't you doing it? Well, I'll tell you why. You don't need to think. I'll tell you why. There's two reasons you're not doing it. It's either number one, you're too scared to do it, which is obviously right. That's why you haven't done it. You're too scared to do it. You're uncomfortable to do it. Or number two, you don't believe you deserve a second chance. You believe that living your life right now, the life that you hate, that sucks, that is so far away from where you want to be, you've settled down for that terrible life. You've said, I'm gonna let my dreams die and I'm just gonna succumb to whatever comes my way. I'm not gonna live life, I'm gonna just let life live me. You believe that you're not worthy of change. You're not worthy of a better life. You deserve the life you have right now. Now let me ask you one thing. Let's say a fat guy, right? You meet a fat, obese, big belly guy. He can barely see his own legs. That's how big his belly is. And he hits the gym every single day, goes to the gym, lifts a couple weights, hits the treadmill for like 30 minutes, does that for a couple years, and he loses his weight, right? Happens all the time, right? Not very common, but happens, right? Fat guy loses his weight. When the guy was fat, did he deserve the life he lived? Well, you can't really blame him for being fat if his environment was a certain way, his parents were a certain way, raised him, his friends were a certain way, he turned out to be fat. Oh well, what can you do? But also, is it his fault? Yeah, because he let all those influences influence him. So he deserved the fat belly he has, that big, big belly. But then if he hits the gym, gets consistent, diets properly, sleeps properly, recovers properly, is consistent days, 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 in years and years and years, and he loses that weight, does he deserve the weight loss? Does he deserve the six-pack abs? Of course he does. He put in the effort. See, obviously you right now, you don't deserve it, but doesn't mean you can be deserving of another life. You can be, you just gotta put the work in to get that life. And you putting in that work over years and years and years makes you worthy of the end result. You don't win an F1 championship trophy without winning the race first. You gotta win the race, then you become worthy of the trophy. You're trying to think, oh, I'm never gonna get this trophy. Well, you haven't won the race. Obviously, you don't deserve the trophy. First, win the race, then you can be deserving of that trophy. And it's so crazy to me. Guys cope like this. They believe that I'm just gonna sit in my room until I'm 30 and play video games because I lived that life and I'm gonna continue to live that life because I know no better. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna give up. When it literally takes you 2 weeks to get your life around, to make a change. I fixed my life in 2 weeks. No, I wasn't a millionaire in 2 weeks. No, I didn't have a C6 Corvette and a McLaren P1 in my driveway in 2 weeks, but I fixed my mental health and gained my life happiness, raised it by at least 50% in 2 weeks of just doing the right habits. And I was really in the deep end. I was really in the trenches. I know you can do better than me, bro. You can make progress way faster than me. You just have to give yourself that permission to change. You have to give yourself that permission. I'll say it again. You got to give yourself that permission to change. You got to give yourself the authority that I can live a better life. And I do deserve a better life. And I can make that better life work and available to me if I just listen to what my mind tells me to do and do it. It's sad how many men just choose to live a mediocre, boring life. And because I used to be like that. I used to be exactly like you. And I made it out. And oh my God, it's so much better on the other side. And all these beliefs, all these ideas and things holding you back from living the life that you want, they're all cope. I wish I could just get it in your head how much you just lie to yourself that you can't be better. You can be better. You gotta put the work in. And when you put the work in, you'll feel better about yourself and you'll carry that momentum into the next day. You'll work hard the next day and the next and the next. Boom. Your life's completely changed around. You got a Corvette and a McLaren in your driveway. How did that happen? You were playing video games a couple years ago. You were fat. No. I was like that. But I put in the work and I changed my life. I listened to what my brain was telling me to do and I acted on it. It really is as simple as that. It's hard. It's not like it's easy, but it's simple. It's very, very simple. Listen to what your brain is already telling you to do and do it.